Ain't this what they've been waiting for? You ready?
So, peace and blessings to all. It's your girl, Tierra Renee, the CEO, host, and creator of NoPodCap. Here with you today with Donnie C, and we gonna grant y'all some power, enlightenment, encouragement, and so much more. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and share to bless somebody else today. Thank you all for staying locked in and supporting me this far. We finally getting it done. It's our first podcast. We making history today. So make sure y'all tune in. Like I said, share, like, and subscribe. And we going to get started. Excuse me.
So what's up, T? Talk to him. Let him know. What's NoPodCap? What we doing today, man? What we about?
Okay, we got Donnie C here. He's co-hosting with me today. And I'm excited about that. If you don't know, this my dude, my man.
Yeah.
We've been rocking for 6 years, and today is actually our 6-year anniversary. Did you remember?
Yeah, I already did. Yeah. Clap. It's in the class and all. Like,
Thank you, clap, man. Thank you. So first, I'm just gonna talk about me, who I am, some of my dreams and goals. And just talk about what I love to do and, share my purpose with you guys, because I feel like it's definitely necessary, it's needed, and that's what the world needs today. We spreading positivity, love, and so much more. Excuse me. So, all right, so who am I? Like I said, I'm Tierra. I'm going to go by Tierra Renee, and my life so far, it's definitely been a movie. You feel me? It's definitely been a movie. But I'm grateful. From Philadelphia, grew up here all my life, lived in the same house, same block, for 18 years. My educational career started at John B. Kelly Elementary School. All my Kelly folks, tap in. Mastery folks, tap in.
Got to.
My Clark Atlanta folks, she in here. Thank you, T. I'm on live as well, y'all. But yeah, so that's pretty much like where I went to school and that part of me. I was raised in a single mother household. I have 4 other siblings, 3 on my mom's side, 1 on my dad's side. I lost my father about 8 years ago, 2012. And that's it's been a blessing and a curse and all, but I like to look on the more positive side of it, because it definitely made me stronger. It made me who I am today, and I'm just grateful for that part. Yeah, if you don't know, I'm sure y'all know, I have a beautiful baby boy.
Little Donnie.
Donovan.
I know you.
Yes, Donovan Jr., DJ. And we're actually adding to our family. So yeah, we're expecting another baby boy, Cody Khalid Crab, coming in August. So stay tuned for that. We're just happy and excited with all the blessings that we're, being blessed with and taking on. I'm going to talk about some of my dreams and goals. Growing up, I told my mom, like, I wanted to be a lawyer, thought I wanted to be a lawyer, an engineer. I wore a couple hats, or wanted to wear a couple hats. But as I got older and, more enlightened and kind of just realized who I was and, what my purpose was, those things kind of changed. And now I'm more so inspired to be an influencer, just a positive figure for my community, especially my black folks. And yeah, a entrepreneur, a boss, a great mother. I wear that hat as well. So yeah, and eventually a wife. So yeah, we definitely going up.
Facts though.
Yeah, so that's a little bit about me, Don. If you want to tell them a little about yourself, you can.
You already know who I am, Donnie C. Young artist, Philadelphia. You know what I mean? Trying to get out here and do my thing, but you know what I mean? Everything is been working out for me since I've been, I was in prison and I came home and my girl always held me down, and I'm big on support, so like I'm just trying to stay positive, stay the course, and keep grinding for my young boys, because it's bigger than me at this point, you know what I mean? So.
Right. You even talk about your coaching experience.
Oh yeah,
at
coaching. Shout out to my young boys.
He wears a lot of hats as well.
Yeah, shout out to my young boys, E9 Eagles, yeah, champs, unscored on all of that. You know what I mean? But them young boys was all that this year, and it was a pleasure working with all of them. You know what I mean? They all gave me the 110%, and they showed me, like, you know what I mean, another light in me. Like they brought back that football what I was missing. You know what I mean? So like. It was just a pleasure. Like, we went undefeated the whole season, unscored on. Them young boys just really came to play, and I'm just excited for what we gonna do this year. You know what I mean? And it was a pleasure giving back to them and them seeing another positive male figure. Some of them, some of the young kids on my team.
And you're not that much far from them in age, so it was really like a big brother, little brother experience. Right. And that's kind of what we gonna talk more about that. This is only the first podcast. We got so much more for you guys. But that's the whole point of this. Like, we want to kind of build that leadership in the community to help steer this upcoming generation from the doom and the trials and tribulations and everything else that they are on their way to, and just kind of help them deal with it, or just offer a different perspective and way to deal with our traumas and everything that comes with happens to us in life. So now that you guys know who we are, I'm going to talk about how NoPodCap started, and my vision and my mission for it. We kind of already tapped into it, but basically, so how NoPodCap started. I'm sure all of you guys have Instagram. If you don't, tap in, but use it for follow NoPodCap. It's that simple, at NoPodCap, NoPodCap. It's on my shirt, as well as his shirt. It literally was like, I was scrolling down Instagram one day, and I just saw a plethora of like just negative memes, negativity, people fighting, some people talking crazy, just drama. And I'm like, yo, like this can be very detrimental to our community and to our generation. Like, it just was all around bad. So I'm like, they need something where they can go to and get positive affirmations, just positivity, people doing good things, just a different light of life. So I wanted to do that, and I wanted to be that. So that's kind of my whole purpose for NoPodCap, and it also has helped me discover my purpose in life with that. So I plan, and I always affirm that NoPodCap will reach heights never seen before, and that it will, go to places other podcasts, haven't reached, and touch people that needs to be touched. So that's kind of the purpose of that. My vision and mission for it is really, like I said, to help inspire, enlighten, excuse me, and just bring up our black community, because that's what we need right now, especially during this time. Right. Everybody know we in a pandemic. I say pandemic because I feel like it was all planned, but
we're gonna get
that, if your pineal gland or your third eye isn't open, you don't know too much about that. And that takes a while. It takes a minute to decalcify that, but but yeah, I really have a genuine love for myself, NoPodCap, my family, and the things that I'm building and working on, and my purpose, which is NoPodCap. and just spreading positivity and being a positive influence. So that's the vision, that's the mission, and that's what we gonna do. All right, so every podcast we're gonna do a question of the day, and that's gonna be like one of our big topics that we're talking about. So our question of today is, why is it important to have a positive mindset or growth mindset about life? Are you guys listening? I want you guys to tap in and share answers as well. I will write the question on here too. Don, do you want to start on that or answer that, and I'll just go from there?
Yeah, it's just important, period, to be positive, just because, like, you're not going to go nowhere in life with a negative mindset all the time. You're just going to be stagnant. And stagnant means you're just being stuck. You're stuck in one place. You just can't move. Like, and that's a bad place to be in. So, like, being positive just going to take you in different rooms, too, as well. Like,
right, absolutely.
A person will recognize you just for being positive than being negative. And you seeing your vibe. Like, if you are a positive vibe, somebody, you might run into a millionaire that might want to put you on. You gonna miss your turn trying to be negative all the time. Like,
right.
That's not it. So, like, at some point, that's real important to have that mindset.
For sure. I think just having a positive mindset is going to help you. It's going to help you kind of just view. It's going to help you view life differently. Period. Like, having a positive mindset and a growth mindset. Sorry, 1 second. Having a positive growth mindset, you're going to go into issues and go into your challenges with a mindset that's already on some winner type stuff. You feel me? Like, you're going to always believe, no matter what you go through, you're going to win. And when you believe and you act out your beliefs, your beliefs become reality. So having a positive mindset is all in all good, and definitely I encourage you guys to keep a positive mindset. I'm going to talk more so about a growth mindset, which is similar, but growth, a lot of people tend to misconstrue or misunderstand what growth means. Yes, growth is a beautiful thing, and yes, growth, yes, it kind of has it's a positive connotation to it all in all. However, people kind of disregard the harm or the discomforting side of what growth, of what growth is, and that's the process. Right. The process is not always going to be, a straight line. You're going to have to take some bumps, take some curves, turn some corners to get to where you want, and to, grow and to, reach the next level. So
TT Tip, man. What's up, sis?
Hi, T. And for that, I think having a growth mindset for life is what you should have, because you have to go into your trials and your tribulations and all of the challenges and obstacles that's thrown at you, and understand that some things are going to be uncomfortable, some things are going to be harmful, some things are going to hurt you.
Right.
But you have to understand that despite that, you're going to come out on top. You're going to grow from it. So I think that's the important part about having a growth mindset, and in hand with having a positive mindset. Because when you have a growth mindset, you understand that the negative effects of growth and, the negative possibilities. But if you have a positive mindset, your positive mindset offsets that, and it helps you continue to go and continue to chase, your goals and this growth that you want in life. So definitely keep a growth and a positive mindset about life, because it's so important. I'm trying to think of a time, and there's plenty of times I didn't had to have a growth and a positive mindset at once. Prime example with my first child, a lot of people, just kind of talk down about it. I was in school. I was in Clark, Atlanta. living in Atlanta on my own. I had lived there for a year. I was living my best life. And everything, just seemed to be going good for me. So they thought, specifically my family, thought that having a baby was going to ruin, what I had going on at that time. And it was like, I thought, they kind of tarnished what having a baby, meant. And I thought at first, or just in general, having a baby was a blessing. So I'm thinking like, well, damn, I'm thinking, I had my doubts as well, but I'm thinking like, when I see other people imposing their own insecurities, and that's exactly what it is. They're imposing their own insecurities on you. Doing that, it made me feel even worse, and like it wasn't the right thing. So that's when I started to question: was it a blessing, or was it, what is this teaching me, or something like that? So after that, I finished my first year at college. Came home, had my son, and it was definitely a blessing, and I wouldn't change anything about it. But that whole time, like going to school, continuing to go to classes and stuff like that, I just had to keep a positive mindset and keep a growth mindset, and just know that, at the end of this, I'm gonna be blessed. Like, I'm gonna be happy with the decision that I made, not letting anybody else insecurities or their negative interpretations mess with, my life, or mess with my own security. So that's kind of an example about keeping a positive mindset and a growth mindset in life. You really have to know yourself and know know who you are. And that takes a while too. That was a process for me as well. Like, I have insecurities, but I worked on them, and I'm still working on them. It's not just going to happen overnight, or it's not just a 1 year thing. Sometimes you have to continue to work on things for it to grow. And that's just life, period. So keep that positive and growth mindset at all times. Always follow your heart, know your intentions, and have positive intentions. So I guess I'll ask you, do you remember a time when you had to have a positive mindset or a growth mindset in life?
Damn, you didn't even think right about it. I'm gonna say football.
From Germantown to
I
Mastery.
transferred from Germantown to Mastery, and I was just expected to be the starting quarterback over there, because I didn't know who was the starting quarterback. So I'm like, I'm over there.
And you already knew your talents at Germantown.
Exactly.
You was a 9th grader playing with 12th grade.
Right. And
the
getting time.
The high experienced dudes, right?
Exactly. So with me having experience in 9th and 10th grade, it was definitely my time to take over a team. And my man James, he just kept hitting me like, "Yo, bro, come over to Mastery, bro. I'm leaving. You can be the quarterback." Boom, boom. Like, I'm like,
he
all
spiced
right,
you.
yeah, damn near. Because I ain't know what that was gonna be like, what type of school that was. I didn't, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I would just say my growth in that, I had to have a growth mindset, is because the first 2 games of that season, I damn near got benched. Like, I didn't even play. I ain't play. And my homies was like at the games like, "Yo, what's going on?" Like,
and it started to question. It started to make you question.
It made me question, but like, I mean,
your talent and your abilities,
right?
And you like,
it
whoa! I used to be in every game at my old school. Now I'm on the bench.
And I was playing with, I felt like, not to say better players, but older, more experienced players.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like they was in 11th and 12th grade. I'm like, oh, I'm getting ticked. I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, no, but. All in all, as the growth in that is, like, I took that on the chin.
Crazy.
You feel me? Like, I took that situation on the chin and took that team to the championship. We lost, but that game on, we didn't lose a game. Like, we was on point. You get what I'm saying?
And that's
like,
because you
8 games,
kept
and I still led the team in
positive
yards.
and growth mindset. Yeah. Even though you didn't get in the first 2 games, you kept going to practice, kept being consistent with proving yourself and showing that you have the talent and you have the qualities needed to get in a game.
Yeah.
And that's really what it's about. You gotta, if nobody else believe in you, you gotta believe in you. Yeah. Still, even when you know your securities are challenged, and you go through some obstacles, and you starting to question your own self. You can't question yourself. Even when you do question yourself, you have to have that positive mindset to offset the growth mindset, which is understanding and knowing that there's going to be discomforting times and some hurtful experiences that you go through. Right. That's going to challenge your heart. Mm-hmm. And you have to be strong and be firm. Right. and keep a positive mindset. You know what? I'm gonna get through it. I'm gonna be in the next game for sure. I'm gonna keep being consistent, keep doing this, keep doing that, to reach my point of growth that I want to see. And that is why it's so important to, keep a positive and a growth mindset. So I encourage all of you, everybody listening, keep a positive mindset, even with this corona stuff going on. And I don't even want to talk about it because it's kind of foolish to me. But that's for another, episode. But just stay positive, stay safe and healthy, throughout it, but stay positive. You have to understand that challenges are going to come in life, but you have to stay positive regardless. Stay positive. Next we're gonna go to, I'm gonna leave y'all with a little piece of encouragement. Because this is the first podcast, it was really it's gonna be short, but we'll get into it a little bit more with more episodes to come. So my piece of encouragement is to dig deep down inside of you, learn yourself truly, and watch how life works for you then. And what I mean by that is understand yourself, learn yourself. And it may sound easier, than done, but what that looks like is, like, for me, understanding myself was really, taking the time to distance myself. Sometimes a lot of people will tell you I'm queen of distancing myself and, going in a shelter and isolation mode and figuring out what the hell is going on with me. Like, and my own self tells myself this, like, when I need to do this, like, you need to chill, you need to be by yourself, you need to get into who you are, get into, something, whatever is bothering you, attack it, understand it, and get to the bottom of it so you can move forward. But yeah, so really spend time with yourself. It's self-care. That's a part of self-care. Don't feel bad. Self-caring for yourself, self-loving yourself, that is okay. You're supposed to do that. It's a part of life. People are going to be mad, but you know what? The people who are mad don't love themselves, and they don't understand that. So, you understand that, and then once you understand that and you start truly embodying that, other people will understand that. You feel me? So you have to be the example, be the influencer, and that's my purpose. So that's why I'm doing what I'm doing today. Yeah, just self-love. Develop some routines where you're doing something that makes you happy. Keywords, makes you happy. Right. Do something that makes you happy. Emphasis on not that. What anybody else says makes them happy, or says what's right, or says what's cool. Do what makes you happy. And yeah, you're gonna start to understand who you are and what what's your purpose here in life. Because ultimately that's what life is. That's what living life is. You need to discover your purpose and live in it. Yeah. I feel like that's fulfilling life. What else? Learning yourself.
That go hand in hand.
Yeah, it's all, like I said, self-care, doing what makes you happy. If you guys have anything about self-care and loving yourself, please share so I can share it to the actual podcast.
She said y'all taking any callers? We could take a caller. What's the number? Drop the number. No, you can't drop the number.
No. Next time we're going to take callers. This is just the first podcast. Like I said, so much more to come. Dropping more jewels. But yes, we'll definitely be taking callers next time. Self-love. Do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy, and just live your life. Because so many people don't live their life because of what others say and what others got going on. And it's like, at the end of the day, you're going to realize that it's not about nobody but you. Then when you realize it's not about nobody but you, you're going to realize that life is so much bigger. Like, it's so much more to life. And your purpose, you're going to realize your purpose. So like I said, I encourage you all to dig deep down inside, figure out what you like, what you love, who you are, and learning yourself, learning why you're here, your purpose, what you were put on this earth to do, and watch how life start to work in your favor and just work for you. Any encouragement, things you have to say?
That was heavy. Yeah, though. I could just go back to what you were saying about the self-love thing. Like, if it's a song Brent Fires got, and he said,
Yes.
What do he say? Who do I love when you tell?
Who
can I love when they tell me I can't love myself? How in the hell could I possibly love someone else? Like, if you can't love yourself and tap into yourself and recognize, like, look in the mirror and say, yo, I'm bull. You wake up, you gotta say you bull. Right. And if you don't feel like you bull, go ahead and reach that. Right. Go ahead and try to go reach that.
Right.
Like, go make yourself feel bull. Do what you do to make yourself happy, like you were saying. But you should be able to look in the mirror and say, yo, I'm bull. And you going, all your moves from there is just gonna be boss moves. I just feel like if you feel like a boss, you feel like a bull, an important person. That's what bull is, Philly slang for y'all ain't know.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, bull.
I'm gonna drop some.
Right, important person. You feel important. Yeah.
Right. Like the quote that Don left with encouragement to you guys is, who can I love when they tell me I can't love myself? How in the hell could I possibly love someone else? It's just that. Excuse me. First of all, who are you going to love if you don't love yourself? You can't love nobody if you don't love yourself. And if you think you do, it's not real love.
And you're not doing it
That's
right.
That's one. Right. And you're not doing it the right way.
If you think you're doing it, you're not doing it right.
How in the hell can I possibly love someone else if I don't love myself? It's just that. You can't love nobody else if you don't love yourself. You gotta know who you are, know what you love, know what you like, know what makes you happy in order to put those things into the universe. And then that becomes, that's how you love on others. Being yourself, being you.
Thanks.
And then other people is going to love you just for that. And that's going to help them love themselves if they don't already. So that's why I keep telling you, you have to tap into who you are. And once you do that, that's going to encourage other peoples and others around you when they see how happy and how genuine and pure you are to love themselves. They like, oh, it's contagious. I'm telling you, it's contagious because it definitely took time. And then once you are, once you get to that level of loving yourself unconditionally and genuinely and just wholeheartedly, you're not going to want to surround yourself around anybody else who doesn't love themselves like you love yourself. You know why? Because then it's just different frequencies. Y'all on two different levels, so y'all not able to, come to a balance or just see the universe for what it is, in the same lens. So and I always say I want abundance, not balance. And what I mean by that is I want people around me who love themselves. I want people around me who on the same type time so that we can all get more. Not trying to balance it out. I got a friend that's, that don't love themselves, that's out here whoring, all types of stuff, excuse me. But that's the reality of it. And then I'm on this level where I'm chasing a dream and, chasing this. And we're not going to balance it out. I want abundance. So I want to hang around people who are like-minded, who have positive and growth mindsets, and who love themselves. And that's just that. And never apologize for that. Never be sorry for that, because people are going to try to make you feel like you're doing something bad by living in who you truly are and being yourself. And it's like, how you mad at me, or how you trying to make me question who I am? Like, I don't already know I'm that bitch. Like, it's just like, how you doing it?
You don't
like,
pop out on them.
So you just gotta keep that positive and growth mindset, like I said.
Sure.
And, just live your life. Excuse my language again, but fuck what other people say. Fuck what your family say, your friends say. Ultimately, if they don't agree with what you're doing, then sometimes you do need to check yourself, but you have to have that mentality where you can check yourself and really fix it and move forward. And you shouldn't have anybody around you that's going to be fake or not keep it real with you. And that's just that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But I wanted to share, so I'm going to share one comment from my live. Like I said, if you don't already follow NoPodCap on Instagram, the YouTube link will be in the bio as well. You can also visit my website. But it's at NoPodCap, NoPodCap. Follow NoPodCap, thank you. So one comment from one and only Nay. She said, just wanted to say that finding yourself is very uncomfortable because it can be lonely. So true. That's facts. And she said, I had a bunch of friends when I was running down on bitches. But when I settled down, things changed. It's going to be like that. You feel me? Because everybody, and you know why? Because you was on the same type time that they was on. But once you're not on that same type time, and you realize that the type time you was on that shit, then you tap into your positive and your growth mindset, and you say, and you start evolving, and you say, you know what, that shit corny. It's not making me a bag. It's not setting a positive example for my children, or for the life that I want to live and create. It's not, helping me learn anything. It's not making me better as a person. It's not helping me to self-love and care for myself. It's not tapping into who I really am or my purpose in this life. It's not helping me, get to a bag. So it becomes irrelevant. It starts to take away. It takes away from you. And it lowers your frequency. Excuse me. And once it lowers your frequency, you become a corny vibe. You're not a vibe. I hate when people say that. You're not a vibe. You out here fighting and doing all types of stuff in the streets, drawing, not adding any type of substance to life. You're not a vibe. That's not the vibe. So, yeah, you have to, sometimes growth, like I said, it's going to hurt. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be challenging. But in the end, once you overcome that process, it's going to show that it was well worth it. Right. And to piggyback off Danae's comment again, like she said, is lonely. The process, when you're going through growth, because the process is, so discomforting or challenging, people are not going to want to be there through the process. But once they see the result, and once they see how you came out the process, and you done made it out, then they right there.
Yeah, they popping out with you.
I know her. I grew up with her. That was my bae. That was my friend, my bestie. That was, you was this and you was that to them.
That's where we're at.
But they didn't love you when you had to go through the process, when you was uncomfortable, I'm sorry. But like, they didn't love you during those times. So it's like, you ain't about to eat with me now. You tripping. This ain't that. You not. I just feel like those type people are excuse me. They're moved by material things and not what's really deep inside you. So they shouldn't be around, period. Because if they don't love you for what's in here, they shouldn't be able to love you and appreciate you for when you able to, show your growth on the outside as well.
Right.
So, thank you all for tuning in. Like I said, I encourage you all to get in tune, self-love, stay positive, and embrace a positive and growth mindset at all times throughout your life, because it's going to be challenging. You're going to go through hardships, but you have to stay silent and you have to keep that growth and positive mindset at all times. Excuse me. So that is it for this episode of NoPodCap. Again, make sure y'all follow NoPodCap on IG at NoPodCap. Like and subscribe my YouTube channel. This video will be uploaded before the end of this week. All of my people who tuned in, I thank you all. Love you all for rocking with me and steady rocking.
Shout out to y'all. Y'all all thorough. Everybody that's in this joint, y'all thorough. So y'all can just go ahead, pat yourself on the back right now.
Yes.
Shout out to y'all.
Like, share, and subscribe. And we are going to wrap it up. That's pretty much it. I'm so happy and I feel really good to have blessed you guys with, some love, encouragement, and inspiration. And that's my goal. That's what I always want to do. So I challenge you guys to repost this. Just saying something that you took away, something that you gained from this. Because if you don't gain, I ain't doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So, do that as well as you guys. In the comments on YouTube, drop your comments, what you loved. Any topics you want to hear about next time, let's talk about it. And that's what we should be talking about. Because I wanted to just add something really quick, because when I told the story about what inspired me to start NoPodCap, it was the page Let's Talk About It, Sis. If y'all don't know, it just was a lot of fighting and negativity that they were promoting. And I was like, no, we gotta do something else. Total opposite. And this is that. So, this is the epitome of positivity, and that's just what we're going to continue to promote and inspire. So thank you all for tuning in. This first episode is over. And if you're down with NPC, which is NoPodCap, like I said, like, subscribe, and share to bless someone else. And we're going up. So yeah, click the link in my bio to check out our website. And the link to YouTube, my channel, will be posted today. Okay?
Make sure y'all tap in.
Thank you. Again, give it up for my co-host, Donnie C. Follow him on Instagram. He has some great things coming for you guys as well. Very talented. Excuse me. His voice is amazing. That's kind of, what got me into the board. But
you got him into the board. That's what drug you in.
That's what got me in. But next time we definitely got some great things, some more great stuff coming for you guys. So tune in, like, subscribe, share, continue to show support. Thank you guys. I love y'all. Peace and blessings, and we out. Thank you.